Here are 5 tips to improve your scalp health, increase your hair density, and stimulate hair growth. Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new here, hi, my name's Courtney and I love talking all things wavy curly hair. Back in 2018, I discovered that underneath the floof and the frizz, there was an absolute treasure of waves and curls hiding underneath all the frizz, just waiting to be unlocked. Now, along with that came this wonderful world of hair growth, and I have some really good tips that are going to help you improve your scalp health, increase your hair growth, and get that hair density back to where you want it. But before we get into it, please, if you would, subscribe and click that notification bell because I would love to get to hang out with you more on this healthy hair journey. On this channel, we talk all things healthy hair, wavy curly hair, and embracing the hair that you are fearfully and wonderfully made with. Also, P.S. I did have hair that was quite long, but back in December of last year, I decided to donate it to children with hair loss. So while my hair may not be incredibly long and luscious at this moment, all of these tips I have been implementing and have been able to grow my hair out incredibly long and healthy. So without further ado, let's get into it. First tip, first hack is to focus on the hair care. I feel like this is where everybody starts and kind of stops. This is the one-stop shop for most people looking to improve their scalp health, increase their hair density, and start growing their hair long. They just want to run out and buy a product that is going to magically give them the unicorn hair of their dreams. And while this is part of it, it's not the end-all be-all. As a general rule, eliminating sulfates, silicones, and drying alcohols from your hair care routine is a really good starting place. And because I'm Courtney, I will have not one, but 2 different product recommendations for you for this category. Starting off, I really love the Curlsmith Scalp Care Recipe line, especially this particular product right here. This is the Wash and Scrub Detox Shampoo. It's a clarifying scrub for all curl types. It is 100% curly hair approved. Also in this line is a really epic conditioner that has incredible soothing mint and a lot of rosemary, which is a wonderful fortifying ingredient for the hair. When my scalp is getting particularly angry at me, I test out a lot of products and sometimes I have some irritation from all the different products that I try. This is one of the lines that I reach for to really help soothe and calm inflammation in my scalp. An inflamed scalp is a scalp that will not grow the best hair of your life. This helps solve that problem for me. I really like these. Making sure to use products that work for you and your scalp and your hair type does require some testing out and experimentation and documentation on your part of what works and what doesn't. But in the end, it is worth it. And I personally have found this to be incredibly helpful. Another line I have talked about before here on this channel is Keratin hair care. Not keratin, but Keratin hair care. This is a line that I actually discovered back in 2020. My mother went through cancer treatments and had chemotherapy and did all the stuff and things she possibly could to keep her hair. She did the cold capping. She bought the exact shampoo and conditioner that they recommended that she use, and she was using it. And while she didn't lose all of her hair, she lost quite a bit. And after about 6 months post-chemotherapy, her hair was supposed to be growing back in, and it didn't start growing back in. She waited another month, and still her hair wasn't growing back in. She waited another month. Her hair was still not coming back in. That is when I decided to step in and take Keratin up on their offer to send my mom an entire ginormous box of scalp and hair care products. She started using them, and within 2 weeks, the hair growth started. It was amazing. Her hair came back just as thick, just as full as it had been pre-chemotherapy. And guys, her hair was supposed to be coming back in, and it wasn't. And when she started using Keratin, it started working. I know this is just anecdotal evidence, but from my experience of reading ingredients labels and learning about how products work, Keratin is a brand that I have been incredibly impressed with. Not only do they treat the outside of your hair, but they also treat the inside as well by offering nutritional supplements like hair, skin, and nails hair growth vitamin supplements. Now, while those are helpful, they don't work for everyone because not everybody has nutritional gaps that are causing a lack of hair growth, but we'll get into that more in a later tip. Normally, I make you stick around to the end of the video to get the bonus tip, but I'm actually gonna throw in the bonus tip right here and thank the sponsor of this portion of today's video, Current Body. Another way that is clinically, scientifically proven to reduce hair loss, improve scalp health, is LED light therapy. I understand that this is like an extra item. Not everyone needs this, but will it work for everyone? Why, yes. Yes, it will. In fact, my darling, gorgeous, wonderful 86-year-old grandmother actually really put this to the test for me, and her results were incredible. My grandmother has struggled with thin hair for the majority of her life, and she has tried just about everything and had some success with some things, but she used this for a solid 6 weeks. All she had to do was put it on, press the button, it turns on, it has Bluetooth speakers, so you could listen to a podcast, some music. You can be thoroughly entertained while stimulating hair growth. It has a timer on it so that you know exactly how much time is left. It only requires 10 minutes a day. She said it was super easy to do. She'd pop it on, drink her morning coffee, and about the time she got through her first cup of coffee, she was done. After 6 weeks of using this device, she is having significant increase in hair growth. Guys, she's 86 and it's working. Her hairstylist is seeing more hair growth. Her results are absolutely incredible. She is so excited. In fact, I'm gonna get this back to her today so that she can continue her treatments. But red LED light therapy is clinically proven to rejuvenate skin, improve skin health. Everybody's got these LED face masks for their skin and are seeing amazing results for their skin, but that same technology can be applied to scalp and increase hair growth. If you are interested in checking out this product for yourself, please feel free to use the code SWAVYCURLY. It will save you $128 off of your purchase. When I recommend products to you, I do my absolute best to be helpful and get some kind of a discount for you guys. And thankfully, Current Body was graciously enough to offer you guys this discount code. Feel free to check it out. All the information will be linked in the description down below. Again, not everyone is going to need this, but if you need some big guns, something that's actually going to work, that's going to be easy and doable, just 10 minutes a day, this is worth it. I am so excited for this, and I am so excited that it helped my grandmother out. She is feeling so much better about her hair, so much more confident and happy. And again, yeah, I'm gonna get this back to her ASAP because she loves it so much. Hack number 2 for increasing your scalp health, hair growth, all the stuff and things is to reduce hair damage everywhere you can. If you are doing all of these other things, but you are neglecting this step, you will not see hair growth. You cannot be wildly damaging the hair once it exits your scalp. This includes not excessively heat styling your hair. Avoid heat when you can. And if you are going to be heat styling your hair, use a heat protectant. The heat protectant that I personally like to use is the Curlsmith Miracle Shield. No, this video is not sponsored by Curlsmith. I just really love their products. This heat protectant protects against, I believe, 7 different forms of damage, some of which include heat up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. It protects from UV damage, chlorine damage, tangling. It gives like protective shield around the hair, like a tiny bit of a barrier that protects against like mechanical damage. I love this product. It is super lightweight, does not weigh down my super fine, greasy, low porosity hair. Like this is the heat protectant. If you've been looking for a curly hair friendly heat protectant that is sulfate, silicone, and drying alcohol free, Miracle Shield, that's the one I like. If you have found a different heat protectant that you really, really enjoy, please comment down below and share the love, share the knowledge. But you need to be reducing damage to your hair everywhere you can. Minimize that heat damage. When you do heat style your hair, use a heat protectant. Sleep on your silk pillowcase. Use your satin or silk scarf to put your hair up. Avoid the tight hairstyles. This is where I fail. I pull my hair up and back quite often, and because I do that, I do have a little bit of breakage right here. I can't help it. I like a good pineapple. I love to put my hair up really high, and I pay the price for it in the form of breakage. I do what I can by using a looser style. Like I pull it up and it's kind of pulled back, but at least I try and sort of get it loose. I'm not like really stretching it back tight. But yeah, if I were to stop doing that, I would not be having these little bits of breakage. Using a microfiber towel to dry your hair instead of a terry cloth towel will help minimize damage. And minimizing damage everywhere you can, step by step in your hair care routine is going to help your hair grow. Tip number 3 is to focus on your nutrition. This is the aspect that I see the majority of people neglecting. If you are dealing with a lot of inflammation in your scalp is really inflamed chronically, you're noticing thinning hair, there is a chance that nutrition is what is responsible. Perhaps you're using all the right products. Perhaps you're doing LED red light therapy. Perhaps you are reducing damage everywhere you can and you are still having this issue. I've found personally that nutrition was a big factor for me. Eating a high inflammation diet that is low in protein will 100% cause more inflammation in my scalp and not help my hair grow. Getting adequate amount of protein for me means getting 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight on a daily basis. For example, if I weighed 100 pounds, this would mean that I would need to eat 70 to 100 grams of protein per day. When I'm getting adequate amounts of protein, I notice insane amounts of new growth and the inflammation in my scalp is greatly reduced. Eating adequate veggies and fruits and reducing the amount of cupcakes and cookies that I consume on a daily basis, reducing that sugar decreases my inflammation and helps my overall health, but can also very specifically help scalp health. Remember that keratin, which is what your hair is made of, is technically a protein. And while there are a lot more factors than just protein that go into this, if you are starving your body of protein, it's gonna have a hard time growing hair. Tip number 4 for getting the hair growth and scalp health of your dreams is to reduce stress. This is an incredibly difficult thing to manage, and I am no person to be talking about this. Honestly, I have zero qualifications, but increase in stress can actually cause an episode of telogen effluvium, which is stress-induced hair loss. If you experience an incredibly stressful episode, you may notice that in about 3 months that you have crazy hair shedding. This is one of the reasons that getting COVID-19 was associated with hair loss, because that disease was very stressful to the body, not to mention that all of 2020 was very stressful to everyone, and a lot of people experienced hair loss caused by COVID because of this stress-induced hair loss called telogen effluvium. I don't know what reducing stress would look like for you, but for me personally, it requires being incredibly intentional. I have to force myself to slow down and relax. The more stressed out I get, the faster I want to go, the more stuff I want to get done. This means making myself right into my schedule time for my morning devotionals, to spend time in the Word, to spend time with the Lord. Another thing that really helps reduce my stress is writing in and forcing myself to go on a walk outside with sunshine and nature. I need to see green grass, smell the flowers, literally slow down and smell the flowers and go for a walk. These two things radically reduce my personal stress and help me grow better hair, because you can't grow good hair if you are stressed out. And the last tip, guys, you made it to the end. I am so proud of you. This is the 5th tip. You've got to focus on your exercise. This will increase the blood flow to your scalp and help stimulate hair growth and improve scalp health. When I was training for a half marathon, I was being very intentional about my running, and I noticed that that was the season of my life when my hair was growing the absolute best. Why? Because I spent a good 30 minutes a day with my heart rate elevated. I was getting a good sweat. I was feeling good. I was relieving stress by exercising. So I guess this tip and the last tip kind of go hand in hand, but exercise will increase the blood flow to your scalp, improve your overall health, and help with hair growth. The form of exercise that I currently love so much is weight training. As someone with rheumatoid arthritis, it's kind of a struggle to exercise. There are times and seasons when I'm experiencing a flare that prevents me from the exercise. So if I am going through a season that is particularly bad and I can't get the blood flowing via exercise to my scalp, I will actually do a bit of a scalp massage with a hair oil. This could have gone in the products category. We could have talked about scalp health and products there, but this felt like it fit better in the exercise / stimulating blood flow tip. So my 2 personal favorite oils are the Curlsmith Shine Oil. This is an incredibly lightweight oil. If you have been scared to use oils because they are greasy and you're afraid you can't wash them out of your hair and it's oil and you're oily greasy, and the idea of adding oil to your already oily greasy hair sounds like a really bad idea to you. No, it's actually a really good idea. And let me tell you why. Like dissolves like. You know how everybody is like oil cleansing their faces with oil so that the oil dissolves the oil on their face and then they can wash their face and get a cleaner clean? Same principle applies to your hair. If you get 3 to 5 drops on your fingers and do an incredibly intense, thorough, slow scalp massage, not only are you increasing blood flow, but you're also dissolving the product buildup and the oil on your scalp and allowing your shampoo to better thoroughly cleanse your hair. The other scalp oil that I really enjoy that's a little bit richer, a little bit thicker, a little bit heavier, and contains some ingredients that will particularly help soothe scalp is the Keratin Nourishing Oil. It's got some peppermint, it's got some rosemary. Smells really, really good. While it is a bit richer than the Shine Oil, which is the absolute lightest of lightweight oils I have ever tried, this is slightly richer, but it is not so rich and thick and heavy that it's going to make you an utter greasy mess the instant you use it. I prefer using this in the winter when it's slightly drier and cooler outside, and I save the Shine Oil for the summer. But ever since I've started incorporating a pre-poo hair oil treatment, a scalp massaging session into my hair care routine regularly, good things have been happening. It's been reducing hair breakage while washing. It's been increasing scalp circulation and blood flow from the scalp massage. There's a lot of different benefits to this, so there you go. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this entire video. I adore you. It really does help me out when you stick around to the very end. The YouTube algorithms loves it when you hang out with me for the entire video, and I am grateful for you doing that today. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description, and as always, I sure hope you are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to you later. Bye!